Hey guys, welcome back to another round of the 12th man. And now we have for you the game from Group C and Group D. Yeah. Let's start off with Denmark and Australia with a very exciting 1-1.
That was so anticlimactic. Well, yeah, so let's start off with Denmark and Australia, and we start off
Right.
with the Christian Eriksen goal in 7 minutes.
Right. Kristen. Yeah, 7 minutes. It was quite early. It's quite early. It was pretty cool. Of course, you expect Ericsson to do something. This is his team after all, and we've seen what he can do in the Premier League, and he did. He pulled it off. That was great. Until the point where VAR came in and destroyed all of that. I was like, nope, sorry, Denmark. Here you go, Australia. Have a penalty.
Yeah, and
This World Cup, we've been seeing a lot of penalties, right?
yeah, and this has been an issue that a lot of pundits have been discussing whether VAR has actually incentivized people to fall down in the box.
Right. Because those gray areas become black and white. Because now you have to go by the rule book, and you can't make a judgment call.
But the referees, umpires, the referees still do make a judgment call.
The
It's
final.
all based on their decisions. But yes, like you said, it does make it a little more blacker and whiter.
Mm.
I'm talking about the gray areas. So,
Right.
and it is a little, well, it's more controversial. I don't know.
Right. I get that. It's become more controversial because they have to go by the book. And I mean, okay, this is a whole different topic
Yeah,
on its own.
that's yeah,
We can definitely spend a lot of time arguing about this.
yeah,
Maybe one day we'll bring you a video on VAR or no
yeah.
VAR. But for now, Denmark Australia 1-1. Exciting game. Australia tied this back up with a penalty.
Yeah, and this is the
Right.
second penalty in as many games, which means that I think Denmark are on 4 points while Australia are on two. With so
And
there's still
this is
enough
the
to
second
play.
penalty for Australia in two games, right? And Australia is always up to some stuff, right? Even in cricket, they always have gotten into some extra stuff. So anyway, my conspiracy theories away. So yeah, that was the table for Denmark and Australia. Then we move on to France and Peru. An expected result, but the scoreline is kind of underwhelming, right?
It is. I mean, Peru did well against Denmark, I think, during the first match. So it's
Mhm.
not
The
too
amount of chances they created, right?
it's not too surprising given that how pragmatic and how slow France are playing. I think they're taking lessons from other teams that they don't want to open themselves up and be vulnerable at the back. So they're playing
Mhm.
cautious, they're playing pragmatic, but they're still getting the wins, which is the most important thing.
Right. It's that Griezmann's Atletico Madrid and Pogba's United mentality seeping into France.
Exactly. And of all people, it's PSG's Kylian Mbappe who scored the winning goal and became France's youngest ever player to score in the World Cup.
At 19 years old, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I
Go
mean,
Ninja Turtle.
go Donatello or Michelangelo. I don't know what they call him.
Oh, yeah, it was Donatello. It was the Italian guy. That was hilarious.
And
And he's like, "No, I don't look like Donatello." Yeah, you do, bro. You look just like him.
yeah, to think that he's
Well,
only
then,
19 and makes 180 million euros. Wow.
my God, that's the dream.
But that
Anyway,
propelled France up to the top of the table. And it was
yep.
interesting. I was in France and I was taking a metro ride back to my place or my cousin's place where I was staying. And there was a guy in front of us and he was watching something on his phone. And then he started screaming all of a sudden. And we were like, what the hell happened? Then we realized that the match was actually in progress. So we asked him, is it a goal? Then he took off his earphone. He's like, what? I was like, is it a goal? He said, yeah. So we said, who? And he's like, Mbappe. So
Hey,
yeah,
nice,
that was nice to
nice. Yeah, yeah.
get a
Okay, so
reaction.
then we move on to Group D. We have Argentina versus Croatia. That was, I mean, more. I guess more than this. This is something that the subject I should have been more excited about, more than that lame 1-0 game of France. We have 3 goals from Croatia, and that stunner, that absolute stunner from Modric. My God, this guy.
Before we get to the Modric stunner, we should talk about Caballero stunner. Caballero making a Karius-like error, and I think that's going to be a quip that's going to come out quite often.
A lot.
Karius-like,
It
yeah.
just oh, he pulled a carries, but I mean it's kind of sad because Sir Aguero would not have done that. He is he's such an amazing keeper. Until this year, he was the second best goalkeeper in Manchester. But the injury hit him at the wrong time, and he had to miss out. And that's sort of cost Argentina. I
Yeah,
would say definitely in terms of
but
confidence
even
and
even
jitters.
with Caballero's mistake, it was a brilliant finish because to volley it with that at that height and
Yeah,
given how close he was to the goal,
right.
it took
Yeah, no, I'm not
some
taking
skill.
anything. That's amazing. I would not take any credit away from the guy's goal. It's just
And then came
too good.
Modric. I mean, he does this for Madrid. He does this now for Croatia. I remember he did this even
Madrid
against.
doesn't deserve Modric, man. He's just too nice. He's too cool. Like I love the guy.
He's one of those players that you cannot hate on.
Yeah. But then, not to silence, not to just blow Madrid fans' horns, we also had Rakitic, who was like, you know what? I'm a midfielder. I play for Barca. I'm good at this shit too. So let me show you. Comes in and scores his goal as well. So Croatia, like, amazing job fitting two very similar players and creating a team as cool as this.
This is
So
this is what England had been crying out for when they had Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard,
sad life. Just could not do, but Croatia did.
right? And
So
that left Messi's Argentina rotting in third, I think, before the Nigeria match.
third.
I think like they were third before the Nigeria match because they were only on 1 point,
Mm-hmm.
and Nigeria was on
Right, Nigeria
0.
hadn't played the
Yeah,
second game yet.
Nigeria hadn't played the second game, so that was
Right. And then Nigeria comes in and was like, hey, Iceland, your fairy tale, let me walk all over it.
and with our brilliant jersey.
Yeah, like that's what like, why would you guys not start with that jersey? That's such a beautiful jersey. Why would you leave it? Gosh, like you guys have such a cool jersey. Like you should be wearing it every single game, if anything. And come on, like the colors don't really clash. It doesn't make sense. It's just a terrible excuse.
And that jersey brought them so much of luck. Ahmed Musa probably became 10 times as fast as he normally is.
And scored a brace in the World Cup. Wow.
Yeah, against Iceland, who, I mean, showed that they are defensively sound. Against Argentina, they did completely take out Messi out of the match.
Yep.
So it was a little shocking, but it was well deserved by Nigeria. They are a good side, they're a young side,
Mhm.
and it was definitely interesting now that Nigeria had won 2-1. Oh, sorry, 2-0?
2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
2-0.
Mhm.
That it saw Messi's Argentina drop right down to the bottom.
Right to the bottom. And that's that. This is just amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Hopefully, Argentina is out of the World Cup and I can celebrate by Argentina. And it'll make me the happiest man in the world to see Aguero's face. I hope he cries. But that's the table so far, and hopefully it stays this way for Group
Yeah.
3. But
Yeah.
next video, we'll be bringing you games from Group E and G. Look out for
F.
Brazil. Look out for. All right, E and F. I should do my alphabets again.
Oh.
All right. Catch you guys later. Have a good one. Bye bye.